welcome back to my channel. I got a few different things I want to talk about in this video. First, starting off with Tayler. Since Tayler left Chance and was on the show, it seems like she's had quite the glow up. She's lost a lot of weight, she looks super happy, but behind closed doors, this girl has been getting tickets from the police left and right. Shout out to sarcasm.net because they are the ones who made an article talking about Tayler's recent citations, and I hadn't looked up Tayler's name in quite a few months, at least since the show ended, and these are just all the citations she's had just in the past 3 months alone. And she got in trouble on August 9th, about 5 weeks ago, after she got caught not having Mason in his car seat correctly. So it says that she had the shoulder straps either loose or not on the shoulders of the child. She got a ticket for that. And then she got a miscellaneous animal violation on February 5th. And it explains that she had her dogs barking and growling at people at all hours of the day and the night. And then she got another citation, and this is for an animal at large, and this is for that same exact day on February 5th. And it explains that she had her animals running around and roaming the neighborhood without a leash and without their owner. That same day, on February 5th, she was also ticketed for a miscellaneous health and safety ordinance. So it explains that her house structure is generally unsafe and there's holes that need to be repaired. They explain in the fence, and that it was pretty messy in the yard. That same day, she also got a nuisance violation, and it explains that she had litter, trash that was refused to be picked up, or rubbish on the private property, and there's shutters that are just laying in the yard. Then she got hit with another miscellaneous health and safety ordinance, which explains that structure is generally unsafe, siding is missing, leaving the structure of the property exposed. And I'm pretty sure, on the season finale of Life After Lockup, when her and Chance got in that fight right in front of her yard, and he was trying to act all crazy and bust through her door like the Kool-Aid Man, he tried to storm off, and I remember him trying to say, "Oh, let me get my siding if I'm going to leave." And he tried to go to the side of the house and pick it up, but it was just too much of a hassle, so he decided to leave it behind. And I'm kind of thinking that Chance started all these projects that, we clearly saw when we saw her house on the show, and never finished them. And now Taylor's going to have to hire someone to finish all these jobs that Chance started, or they may even have to go in and redo everything. So Tayler has appeared in court, and her next court date is on May 20th. Here in about a week, here in 4 days actually. And she also got hit with a vicious animal ticket 4 days before she got all these other tickets, showing that the animals have been an ongoing problem. And it explains that the dogs are aggressively barking and growling, making neighbors feel unsafe. So what I feel like is there's a few neighbors that probably definitely have it out for Tayler, and are probably just over her animals just running wild, and they're probably calling and reporting her. I get where they're coming from. They got families and they want to feel safe. If you live at home, you don't want to have to constantly worry about dogs attacking you and growling at you every single time they come outside. Tayler said she has a fenced backyard. I would only let the dogs come out in the backyard and nothing else, where it's fully fenced. And as I reported just a few days ago, Tayler had posted on Facebook that she found out from police that she had to get rid of her dog in the next 12 hours, or he was going to get put down. And I had a feeling that this wasn't the first time that she had issues with the dog, because it just was hard for me to believe that he bit someone's ankle one time and the cops are like, okay, we're putting him down. I was assuming that maybe it was an ongoing problem, and they were finally like, enough. We've been here enough times over this. Nothing's changing. We have have no other options. And even the neighbors, like I shared in the comments, were saying, Tayler, that's funny because your dogs have come after our daughter and your dog bit my husband for no reason. He was coming over to let you know they're out yet again and came up behind him. Then another neighbor said that she has contacted Tayler about her dogs getting out. So it just seems like Tayler, her dogs are just being a menace to the whole neighborhood. And now let's talk about Chance. So as I previously reported, Chance was charged with a DWI at the beginning of December. And this was 10 days before he got in that wreck, and then he allegedly took this lady's car and used her credit card, allegedly. And he has now officially been charged with this DWI, but it's not a felony. It's only a misdemeanor, which that actually surprised me. And this is Chance's first DWI. And he was also charged with not having a front license plate, operating a vehicle without maintaining financial responsibility, which pretty much means no insurance, using a license plate from another vehicle, no registration, and operating a motor vehicle in a careless manner. And it says his careless driving was because he backed over a curb and he crossed the double yellow lines by 3 tire widths. And there's no other information on the DWI charge, but he does have an upcoming court date for that. And regarding Chance's girlfriend, Alyssa, she is allegedly facing a charge for animal cruelty. And it shows that she was supposed to have a court date for this charge back in March, but it doesn't show that she showed up to the court date, but it doesn't say that no warrant is issued, and it doesn't give any additional updates about any upcoming court dates regarding that. And usually when someone misses a court date, it'll say that a warrant has been issued. And when I brought this up in my interview with Chance, he was adamant that this never happened and denied it. And then he actually saw my interview where I pulled up the, what I just showed you guys, the documents from the case filing that explained she was charged with this. And he's like, no, I can't find this on CaseNet. He claims that him and Alyssa have no idea this ever happened. When I get a chance, I'm going to try to call up the courts that's handling this case and see if the case is still open or what is going on with this whole case, if the warrant has been issued or what. But he was trying to deny it and say that this is not her, even though it still has her address of where they're allegedly living when this all happened. And this doesn't say the statement, but I remember when I first talked about this, there was I'm pretty sure it's a court paper that claimed that Alyssa had admitted that she left the animals because they were too busy to take care of them. But he's still adamantly denying this, acting like he has no idea about any of this and this isn't her. I have a hard time personally believing that, because if you guys go back before Alyssa was officially charged with animal cruelty, I was going back and forth with him about it last night, and he's like, oh, this is not Alyssa because it shows here, check that the subject has been arrested, and she hasn't been arrested, and he claims that she has no idea about this case. So I was like, okay, I'm going to call the courthouse in the morning, which I did. I called the courthouse like an hour ago. And I spoke with someone, and they said that the case is still open at this time and that Alyssa needs to come down and get her fingerprints taken. And that goes along with what CaseNet is showing, is that there's an order for fingerprinting because she's never had her fingerprints taken in the state of Missouri. I don't think she'll actually get any jail time from this. She'll probably just have to get like a $200 to $500 fine. But I have no idea. But that is it for this video, guys. I will continue to follow all these cases and keep you guys updated. But let me know what you guys think about everything in the comments below.